Oh God. Yeah, that's a toughie. That's a discussion that needs to be had, seriously. Because we have this landscape that is changing where people are
You should have
just
put it
coming
on
out
easy.
of freaking out about the fact that women can't get
So the
educated
artist
and get
difficulty.
jobs, and come out of the home and come out of the kitchen. Like there's
Because
still
I'm
like
looking
men who
for
are very, very upset if you say that a woman doesn't belong in the kitchen, therefore pregnant.
something.
Now, that is like an archaic thought. Now that person who thinks that is a joke, whereas that guy used to be the norm. The guy who says like, as soon as I come home, I want my dinner on the table and I want you to be, ass up in the air. Now that guy's a joke,
Woman,
now
and the
here's
woman
this
will look
new
at you
thing
like
where you have
you
to deal with
want a
like,
second hand out of your neck.
now we
Like
have
you
this
want me to
like,
be wet?
okay, since we're all equal then everything's equal then. So that means that, you know, if you hit me, I can hit you, right? I mean,
Exactly.
I say
But
yes.
there's a lot of people out. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of people out there they're caking to eat it too. They want to be
Why is
treated
it
equal in like the management of money and the management of like the household, and they want everything to be equal, except for the fact they still want to have that privilege where well you gotta spend all your money on me, you gotta treat me, you gotta, and if I hit you, you
Yes.
can't hit me back.
Right. If
So
you
Keep
right.
it
You want to be
real.
equal, spend all your money on me, you open doors and do all of those chivalrous things. You go down the list. I got a list right here of all the things I want you to do. And if you don't do these things, then you ain't shit. And yeah, if I come at you, you better not mark me or hit me or just remind me that I shouldn't come at you. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm for like more equality in that manner, just with human beings across the board. Like, don't treat children like they're punching bags. Don't treat your husband like a punching bag. Don't treat your wife like a punching bag unless you're ready for that person to one day exact vengeance on you.
exactly. Because that's what happens when you push people too hard. Then people have a reaction, no matter what that reaction may be, and no matter how the scale of that reaction it could be. That could be as far as somebody saying, "Well, if you need something from me, oh no, you're dead to me." The
Yeah.
the fact that that person actually takes a gun and shoots you and say, "Now you're dead to me." So you have to watch how you treat people, because how you treat people is how you are allowing yourself to eventually be treated.
Yes.
She's basically
Reaping what you sow. That's some realness. Is reaping what you sow because the energy that you put out there is the majority of what you're going to attract. Don't act like that's not happening. So I'm so tired of people not really getting that. I can't really relate to people that don't get that don't get that. Like the reason why you're being, you know, addressed like an asshole is because you came at me with your ass in facing. I couldn't see your face.
If
You
you,
came at me clapping and
if
spewing crap
yes,
at me. So I'm
yes,
treating you like an asshole, and I'm looking for something to clean up this mess, this messy shit that you're leaving everywhere.
exactly.
Because
If
I'm like nice. You know, I could just try to like plug you up. I could do something. I could do something worse, but I'm really just trying to like back up and not get dirty and clean up the mess you made so that other people don't have to slip on this fucking shit. Like, stop acting like you getting treated the way you're being treated is not something that you solicited. Never once with these freaking weirdos, these lunatics that are now all running around threatening to flag people for disagreeing with them.
oh
Never
my
once has
goodness,
it been like I don't know. I don't expect you if I come back at them, I don't expect them to be like, "Oh, Jeannie, you know what? I changed my mind. You were right about everything I said." I expect it to be like for like. You come at me and go, "Oh, you're all kinds of ugly bitch," and I go, "Okay, you're all kinds of ugly bitch." That, that's it. That's what we should.
but
You know,
you know, I, I expect that
male,
as well.
female,
Like,
black, white.
you
Even
don't
playing field.
if you come to me with negativity and I bring negativity back to you, don't act like you're supposed to be surprised that I'm bringing this to you. You're the one who brought it in the first place. Don't act like you're a victim. Nobody is victimizing you. This
Right.
this is retaliation for the offensive that you launched. And if you are willing to engage in this type of warfare, then you should be willing to get hit back. Otherwise, stay out of the front lines. I mean, there's
It's
no.
too much like right. It just is too much like sense making. What you said right there. It is too sensible. It is. I talk about me and the husband go back and forth about a lot of things. You know, we talk about a lot of issues and things we agree on, things we disagree on. And one thing that he seems to get very well is that some people are just stupid and they can't be helped. And I have this like sick clinical curiosity about it. I'm like, no, these are the people that blow up movie theaters, honey. We have to address them. You know, my mother's worked in mental health before. I can have a person, you know, screaming madness at me and just go, okay, now what do you need? You know, because the reason why you're addressing me is because you have a need. You think that I can fill it. You're never going to get it unless you identify what it is. And even then, I may not be able to get it to you. So let's start with the need. What do you need? You know? So, okay,
Right.
got it. What do you need? You know, I feel like somebody needs to pay, because these people are fucking neglected. They're rejects. You know, we're being attacked by rejects.
Right. Right. These are the people who are on the ass end of society, you know, for lack of a better term for it. These individuals don't have anybody really. They have themselves, maybe like one or two other people in their lives, and then that's about it. Like
Yeah.
they don't really have anybody else to vent at or have an interaction with other than somebody who's a complete stranger online who they know nothing about, who they can sit here and make negative remarks about.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they do. They turn around and say, "Oh well, you're a bitch, you're a faggot, or you're this, you're that, you're the other thing." Like the individual got mad at me for calling him fat and saying that you're fat. Why are you calling me fat if you're fat? It's like saying that I can't call another black person black because they're black.
Right.
Like I realize my weight
Like,
problem.
dude,
I mean, I'm gonna just be real about it.
I'm
Like I
calling you
know
fat
that
because
I'm
I
fat.
know.
Yeah, it's like I know your pain, brother.
That's
Like,
what fat
no,
is. I know you are fat. Right. My mother was a big girl. Big girl. She was not apologetic about her bigness, you know. And she also, there was no
right.
sensitivity about it. I don't know anything about being, you know, crying in a corner, or being on a talk show talking, I don't know what to do about my. No, I mean, she's just a big girl. She comes from a land of big people, Birmingham, Alabama, a lot of big people. She's big,
Mhm.
and she would call you a fat bitch if you were a fat bitch.
The important word in there is not the fat part. The important word is the bitch part. Like
You're a bitch.
you can be
You're being
you
a
can be a fat.
bitch. Right. Now you can be a fat bitch, you can be an ugly bitch, you can be an old bitch, you can be a young bitch, you can be a little bitch, you can be a tall bitch, skinny bitch, whatever.
Right. The
You
first
are a
part is just an answer.
right.
like okay, if you go into the gym and you lose weight and you lose about 100, 200 pounds, and you're 300 pounds, so you're not big, you're not fat anymore, you're still a bitch.
You
Like you need to
still a
do
bitch.
something about that personality part.
Exactly. That's the operative word there, bitch. She's focusing on the fat, and that really is just aesthetics. These guys, I don't think they can handle the way, like, they can call me ugly all day, and I'm understanding that that's subjective. You know, like you can think I'm ugly. Like, I don't want to get butt raped. I hope you think I'm ugly. Like, tell me I'm ugly again. Sing me songs about how ugly you think I am. What you're attracted to is
Hang on.
not what I want to be. Ah, but yes.
Yeah,
It is a
what's up?
shame. Crying and shame. Okay, so I went live, let's see, just a few minutes ago. Let me see how many minutes while these gentlemen are taking a break from listening to me babble. Let's see, on a Google Hangout, went live 2 minutes ago. On Genie Hangouts, this is the person whose screen name is Genie Burlesque. I don't call myself that in regular life, but that's my screen name. You can call me that. And on the line, we have Mr. William Smith and Mr. Afrobeat. These gentlemen are YouTubers who have had their channels recently threatened, their channels that they put a lot of great work into, had their channels threatened because of their falsely being accused of following my instructions that were never given. Once again, some nut, just like this loony 2 years ago, Turtleface, some nut believes that I know people that I don't know and have sent people that I haven't sent to do things that I never asked anybody to do. Um, so Sirloin has decided to go bothering people that are not punks and don't care and are meeting him with the same energy that he's giving them, and he's wailing and screaming. And we're just talking about how ridiculous it is. And other topics are coming into play, but yes, the general focus of this conversation has been trying to make sense out of some ugly situations. So, all right, what's up, sir? I went live like a couple minutes ago. I know we've been talking for a while, and like I totally forgot to like click the damn live button. But that's just
a goal there, though. There's a goal that we just missed out on because we didn't live it. Like, but it's all right. Okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, that's okay. I'm sure like certain things will come up again because, like I was saying before, these dudes chase their tails. They go around and around in circles. They don't really have anywhere to land. They don't feel comfortable. They don't feel comfortable in their own skin. So it's like the objective of the day is let me run around and make somebody else feel uncomfortable in their skin. There's a big fat fly in here, and when my cat catches it, it's going to be a yum snack. I've been catching flies for the cat. I'm like some kind of weird hunter now. You see what these crazy people are doing to me? Making me hunt flies. No, like, it's been 2 years, okay, and I'm going strong because I've been using YouTube for 8 years. Like, I've been using YouTube since 2006, so I'm just going on YouTube. I'll go on YouTube and check out a video. I'll check out this, I'll check out that, and I'll check out what creepy weirdos are saying about me. And if I have anything to say, I'll say something, and if I don't, I don't. What is not cool and what is not fair and what is not about to happen, as long as I have, especially as I have access to this little man who lives up on the hill about 20 minutes that has something to do with the operations of this here website, as long as I can, like, access somebody to ask questions, that's not going to happen too much. Like, I need to find out what they really mean by this, like, community policing itself thing. Like, they don't really seem to pay close attention, it seems, because I've seen people get flagged for things that they really shouldn't get flagged for. Like, Lovey 2000 was flagged for a video of her dog opening the door by Turtleface, Psycho Mayor, just because he got mad because she didn't seem to be supporting him anymore when he thought that he had her support before. Like, Lovey's just neutral. She's just like, I'm on YouTube and I'm neutral. We're all YouTubers. I'm neutral. If somebody comes to her and says, hey, I need your services, like, can you do me a logo or can you make me an intro? She's like, okay, cool. Neutral. I will neutrally give this to you. I have no interest or in whatever it is that you're doing beyond your communication with me, like, just like with this, like, these guys swear that I've, like, orchestrated something that I have not orchestrated. Like, everybody's operating from their own perspective and their own channel and their own life and their own standpoint. Just because y'all need to, like, drag each other, by the tits for help in order to address people, it doesn't mean that everybody else is doing that.
Yeah, I think that's the real problem, is that they think that somebody needs to organize a movement behind them. There's these delusions of grandeur that these individuals have that make them think that they're more important than they actually are, and that they're like more serious than they are. Like, we just take them as a nuisance, basically, because they go on our channels and they cause problems for people who are there for us, and it's more of an irritant than like a serious issue because of how they conduct themselves. These individuals have no factual basis on the things that they accuse other people of. They go off of, like, basically opinions and hearsay, and they try to use these libelous and slanderous claims to try to defame YouTubers, which, if they were actually causing damage by having a credible argument, they could actually be sued for these things.
Right. This is absolutely true. Like, that's the other thing that I've brought up with my husband before over the course of this stuff going on. I'm like, what's really sad is that I could be, worse than I'm being about this. Like, I do, my name that I get checks in isn't the name that I use on this channel. But if it were, if it just happened to be, then this could create a real problem for me. And that's stepping into territory that, there's a system set up to be able to get you in the ass if you do that to people. Like I don't know why it is that they feel the need to go that far to get the attention, to go so far to the point of like testing getting themselves thrown in jail or getting themselves hit with lawsuits just to win an argument with somebody, like in the stupid Olympics. Like, this is the internet. You're allowed your opinions, you're allowed your thoughts, you're allowed your feelings, and you don't have to have anybody support you in them. You can stand very well by yourself and have them. So why is it that the fact that I don't agree with you hurt your ass so much that you've got to come at me in this manner? It's control, weirdness. It's really bad. But I don't care. It's like, whatever your psychological issues are, whatever little men in the white coats who need to come and take you away need to come and get you. That's not my issue. Like, it's not a problem for me. It's no sweat off my back to try and, lend a hand in the fight to defend and protect free speech. And I don't want to have to like suit up and go overseas and shoot somebody with a name I can't pronounce in order to do that. Like, that's not the way I want to serve it. I want to do it by, on this level, because this has been brought to me and this is what I have to do. Like, I'll do my civic duty. I will let people know about what they're dealing with and how they can combat it when it comes to people who are trying to censor them. These guys are basically trying to do this, to people who can defend themselves, who can very well break them fingers,
Right. They're trying to shout people down. And my thing is they're trying to get some sort of satisfaction off of it, like you were saying before, like you were saying earlier, that somehow these individuals are getting something that they're not getting out of their normal lives out of this situation, when they're not really getting anything out of it, because as of right now, like we're talking about them, but for the past maybe week or week and a half, we've been ignoring these individuals. We haven't been trying to give any like real attention, when I think that if they did something positive for their own personal communities, if they went out and go like speak to someone, or they went to go plant a tree, or they went to go organize some sort of youth sports or something along those lines, that's something that's not being done in our African American communities right now to instill some sort of values within our children, they would get the same satisfaction, if not a greater satisfaction, from those actions than they are going online and talking about individuals they don't even know.
Right. Like, why not invest in what you're passionate about? Right. I mean, is your passion really butt rape? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think that that's anybody's, except for really, really, truly, truly sick people. And those people, I don't think we see them too much. I don't even know if they know how to, like, talk. You know what I mean? Like, in a regular, people who are really, really focused on being really, really deviant and abusive have issues beyond my help. I can't identify, what needs to be done about people like you, but I know that creature doesn't sit there and, make videos and go, like, it doesn't reveal itself that much is what I'm saying. Obviously these guys are just like making a loud stink because they want some attention and they just don't know what to do to get it, so they're doing the tantruming child thing. They're picking up the nearest thing and banging it against the next nearest thing just to get somebody to come into the room and go, what is it? Ah! Well, what is it? What do you want? Ah! And, and they're not saying what they want. Yes, It would be great if these guys could get to, graduate to the point of at least spitting out what it is that you want. Like, you're saying that you feel inferior because of, systematic racism. Okay, let's explore that. Are you really, really upset about that? Because it seems to me that you kind of seem to, like, exercise that with your speech and your actions toward other people. You're very quick to call somebody a dumb nigger, but you don't want to be called a dumb nigger. What's going on with that? Like, let's just explore it, like you were saying. The way we relate to each other, the language that we use, and how that perpetuates things that we swear that we don't want to have happen. What happened?
Okay, I'm not mad because black people awake, and I'm not worried about this guy, but he made a video just now, uploaded it saying, JGZ, William Smith wants to make you feel some type of way.
Who's Black People Awakening?
How you feel about that, William Smith?
Well, if it came, for some reason, I have more irritation coming from my battle is towards LA and Kevin. Black People Awaken, who are you exactly? And then to top it off, his video already got like what 5? He already got 5 dislikes. What am I? Just sit down somewhere. I ain't even worried about you.
Oh, interesting. Okay, JGZ, Will Smith wants to make you feel some type of way. He just posted this. Let's see if we can put.
Interesting.
Okay, let's see if the guy wants to have a talk. Let's see.
I mean, Six dislikes as I click on this thing. Like this is this is the
5 dislikes. I don't trust the dislikes in this corner because ever since, like, well, it depends. It depends on who you've had contact with. If you've had contact with Turtleface, you can no longer count on your likes or dislikes being any way reflective of any truth because you will be so mega trolled by him and all the people who follow and imitate him. So within like this little sector, if this guy is a part of that little sector, you can't trust the likes, dislikes. I mean, it's but what it does reflect is that, yeah, there are some people who don't like him. I mean, but it just doesn't really reflect accurately how many, to tell you the truth. It could be one person hitting him 5 times. So, let me see what he has to say, Mr. Black People Awaken. With this. Yeah, I don't love the title, I must say. That's kind of, insightful. Like, he, not incite, I mean, incite, INCITE, like he's trying to start something.
Well, he's
incendiary is maybe what I'm saying. Incendiary, yeah. Let's see.
It's amazing. The links to these individuals will go to try to satisfy their own egos.
Yeah.
But when in their reality, like we don't actually have any emotional attachments to these interactions.
Right.
All these things that they're saying mean absolutely nothing to us as an opinion. Like as far as like what you're what you're actually talking about. Like I could care less what Kevin Smith says. I could care less than Kevin Smith has told me in videos that he has my address and that he wishes to like find me and harm me. I don't care about those kind of things because to me he's not an individual that's worth a lot of energy. And I've told him that before in my video that I made for him. Like he's not worth the energy. It's like it literally like drains me to even talk about this individual for a long period of time because it's so outlandishly silly that to take this individual serious would mean that I would have to seriously value his opinion to the point where it would affect me. And I would be like, well, Kevin Smith said this, and I get it where William Smith is coming from because this individual has been constantly harassing him, constantly, repeatedly. For me, it's like he hasn't really said anything to me that has really like put me off, other than the fact that he's called me a child molester and the fact that that he has allegedly threatened me and my girlfriend. Doesn't really bother me the fact that I know number one, he's not doing anything. He's not going to come out here to harass me or my girlfriend. And if he did, I would just let the local authorities handle that because, like, I mean, if he stepped onto my property, I would definitely have to do something.
They won't do that. They won't go that far. Turtleface came all the way out here to my neighborhood, was walking and stalking, like, 5 minutes from my house,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I saw his llama walk past. This is so crazy. Dude, freaking Turtleface Cycle Mayor comes all the way out here, films himself walking down the street by my house. Then I'm sitting outside my smoothie shop that I go to like 3 or 4 times a week. I look up, and his llama, the chick that he's throwing in everybody's face because he thinks that she's the second coming of white bread for some reason, she goes walking past me, and I'm like, Ain't that some shit? And I took out my phone, you know, and I record that, and then people accuse me of stalking her for living in my neighborhood. Anyway, then I don't even, but this is before I even put that video out. I just picked up my phone, filmed that, and I told a couple of people in a private group, like, I saw Tammy's llama today. Tammy then posts pictures of himself inside that smoothie shop, supposedly with some fan going, hey, I ran into so-and-so today. This guy said he's always wanted to meet me, and, you know, him taking pictures. So apparently his llama mentioned to him that she saw me, and he went over there trying to look for me or trying to intimidate me by posting pictures of himself there. I'm like, dude, if you know where I live, come knock on the door. Come knock on the door and let me drag you in here. He's coming right for us, is what would happen. Come knock on my door. If you're serious, but you're not serious, you're just trying to intimidate me and scare me. I can't, I'm sorry. I can't. I won't fall for that. I'm not built that way. I'm not wired that way.
Mm-hmm. Like
guys like this try to victimize. That's why they look to pick on kids. That's why he looked and said, oh, who's the youngest person for me to mess with? Maybe they don't have any damn brains. Maybe I can victimize them. Maybe they're scared. Maybe I can intimidate them. You know, they're always surprised when a person has some teeth and is able to come back at them with the same veracity. But they really, I mean, I don't know, what do you expect? What do you expect? You're this predator, this predatory hyena, you're waiting in the bushes, and you're trying to, attack somebody's slow baby. And that baby turns out to be not so slow. That baby gives you a run for your money. That baby is tiring your ass out all over the Sahara, and you running, and you ain't got your baby snacks. And now you mad? Now you want to go round up the rest of the hyenas, and I'm sorry. I can't even take you seriously, let alone, give you any, respect,
Respect is an impossibility for these individuals at this point. Like, as soon as I found out that this individual was harassing people who were under the age of 18, then any respect that I might have developed for these individuals went flying out of the window. It wasn't that much.
Right. Well, that was my thing too. Like with Turtleface, it went as soon as he didn't like what I was saying, and he started to attack me and say I look like Jim Carrey in The Mask in my video, and started talking shit. And I'm like, that's cool. You can not like my looks, dude. I'm not trying to fuck you, so that's perfectly well with me. But then when he started going off, making up stories about my kid, that really, I was like, okay, well, there's something that needs to be done about you. I don't know quite what it is, but I'm going to observe you for a minute and see what it is. Like, that indicates there's really something wrong with your person. There's something wrong with your personality. You're not okay. You're not all right. You are not well. You cannot get along well with others. We need to do something about you. Like, we need to get some white coats or a cage, or an injection, something. You need something that makes you more normal, palatable for the rest of us, because I don't know how else we're going to deal with you.
Maybe we can get some adrenaline for him and sedate him, and put him in a corner somewhere where he can't bother anybody.
Corner. Yes. Put him in a damn corner. Okay, let me put the YouTube show. Oh, Prince Drizzy Dre is back. I sent a link to this hangout to whoever the Black People Awakening person is. Now, I'm completely objective on whatever, the conflict is. Like, I haven't really watched this guy's videos, and all I see is that he's saying, William Smith wants to make you feel some type of way. Now, I'm recently becoming acquainted with William Smith, and all I know of him is he does, these cool-ass, Sonic the Ghetto Hog videos that I think are funny. He's friends with LG. What is it that he could have possibly done to make you now, put out this video? I'm curious, I sent him a link if he wants to come and, talk about whatever his issue is.
I came to this channel, I came to Jay Jeezy's defense. Okay. And saying that there's no competition, them dislikes though, everything. Then he makes another video about Jay Jeezy, and I'm like, okay, really, man, get a life. You're like 40, 30, you have a daughter, and you're making videos about a person who's half your age.
Yeah.
Why are they picking on Jay Jeezy? Why was he picking on
Because Michaela started picking on Jay Jeezy, and then when Jay Jeezy defends himself, here comes Kevin, and here comes her posse.
Michaela, the troll?
Yes. Who is this person anyway?
I don't know who
She looks
Michaela
like a
is.
little,
If
she
you've
looks like
got
a 12-year-old girl.
troll, as far as I'm concerned. If you've got no face, then you're not a YouTuber. You're just a fucking troll. People, anybody who has no face and is putting up no videos, but has decided that they want to have all this investment in all these conversations is a fucking troll, a shit-stirring troll. I'm sorry. I don't even care if you're a nice one. You know, there have been some nice trolls who come and give me compliments. I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear it. You're not invested. If you don't have the balls to stand up and show your face and speak for what you believe in, whether what you believe is that I'm a nice person, I'm an asshole, or you're indifferent to whatever I'm doing, if you can't show your face, then how dare you be so uber involved in these conversations to the point where you're like running around trying to ruin people's day by saying stupid words. Like, I don't give the trolls any love.
Yeah.
So as far as I know, Michaela B is a non-existent troll. If I ever hear that person on Blog Talk or something like that, I will wholeheartedly apologize. But until then, troll.
I will put out there that a couple of these people who are making these comments are most likely accounts that have been created by these same individuals that they were discussing to try to either boost up their like counts or provide another voice to make it seem like they're not alone. And
Right.
I sincerely believe that a couple of these accounts, like a couple of these people, have created these accounts for those sole purposes of just trying to find another way to troll someone or find the support.
Keep playing. That's like Sonic's helmet attack. You can keep going. I'm talking to my cousin. I ain't.
Oh, okay. No, there are those of them who definitely do that. Yes. You know, I hate to keep bringing up Turtleface because I've talked about him so damn much. And I'm just sick of the damn subject of him. But one of the first things I noticed that he did was that kind of trolling, where he was just trying to create the illusion of support where there wasn't any. And that's part of his intimidation game. You know, he will do that in order to make people go, oh no, all these people are mad at me. Well, I guess I better be quiet now. You know, and then he's won. A lot of people's channels have changed or shut down, or people have just stopped making videos because they've just been so intimidated by him. He will hit your inbox. He will hit your comment section. He will troll you. He will find your Facebook page and try to send you friend requests. He will try and imitate your friends and, you know, present you with clone accounts and stuff like that. Try to pretend to be nice in order to get into your inbox and try to milk you for information to see whatever your line of attack is going to be with him. Like, it's really funny. All I had to do was just sit there at my own account and just watch all the troll traffic come at me, and then just chase, you know, just follow the trail. It always led back to nowhere. You know, like, okay, there's this invisible nobody who's so invested in what's going on between me and Turtleface. So upset are they that I'm talking shit about Turtleface. It doesn't matter that Turtleface is lying. It doesn't matter that I'm just defending myself. It doesn't matter that I haven't, like, false flagged the guy, even though he's fucking false flagging me left and right out of channel after channel. That doesn't matter, but you care so much, but I never see your face. You don't I never see your face. And you just happen to, like, talk just like him, especially during the times that he happens to be online. Duh. You know, and people who keep, I don't know, he's been preying on stupid people. You know, stupid people who don't have the sense to, or the wherewithal, or just the first inclination to chase the activity, because, I don't know, that's just not what they're thinking. And I don't like that either. I don't even care if I don't like you. I don't like to see people trying to take advantage of stupid people or people that they think are slower. You know, I see that, you know, like Low Aptitude and Sirloin, they like to try and pick on people that they think they can get over on, and if they can't get over on you, you see this, what they're doing right now. They have these serious, major tantrums. And, you know, just ass in the air, screaming, wailing, tantrums, rolling around until, you know, something happens that, I don't know, helps them to save face. I mean, I don't know. I've seen them back off because in the JT Rally group, it's a no censor zone, and it's a direct conversation zone, kind of like this. Like, you know, if Kevin came on him right now, he wouldn't be able to have a regular conversation. He'd eventually start yelling, and he would rage quit. With the JT Riley, it's a little bit different because it's like, you know, it's a thread, and it's a Facebook group, so you're just leaving messages. Like, the messages are there. You know, you can choose to not respond to it, but, you know, him sitting there yelling, it has less impact. You know, I don't know. It's just different. He ran out of there because myself and Angie, the lady that he sent his weenus to,
Oh,
We're just
man.
telling him what he is. Just tell him what he is. Like, look, you're this, you're that. You know, you're a desperate bastard. You know, trying to send people pictures of your dick. And he shut up for a while and left us alone. He got mad again after I called into the TRS show, the TRS Blog Talk Radio show. That's another place that has recently like troll haven right now. And I called in and he was trying to say something about Turtleface, saying like, oh, you know, look at how he acts and he does this and he does that. And I got on the line like, hey, you do the same thing. And then he got really pissed and started a new wave of him talking shit, but then he calmed down off of that. Now here's a new wave of him talking shit, and now it's based on the fact that he went around and trolled Lawrence's friends. So now he's pissed off because Lawrence's friends are not no fucking dummies, and they also are not no punks and not scared of him. And just because they're gamers, it doesn't mean that they're bitches. Like, it's like, I don't know. There's no like, I'm trying to get to the sense here. I am trying to get to the what do you want. I like the idea of having the discussions that are free flowing, that like, you know, whether they participate or not, that, you know, just like show people how to have some real focus. Like, I can see that you're upset and that there's conflict and that there's just static in your soul. You're pissed off. You want to solve something. Okay, well, let's start. Like, one by one, clean up this mess. You just take it down 1,000. Realize we all need oxygen. We all need water. Okay, breathe. And now let's talk about it. You know, let's talk about it. Okay, well, one thing that happens is, all right, we're on planet Earth. You're a black man on planet Earth. That means that people have preconceived notions when they look at you. It pisses you off. It's built some resentment. Let's talk. Go. You know, I really want to do that. You know, I'm interested, despite, you know, these creeps and their swearing that I'm hurting them by marrying someone white. I really am interested in helping anybody in any way that I can, and if that's by like just like stating the obvious in the way that it needs to be fucking stated for people that keep on putting their blinders up, then I'll do that. You know, if it helps us all get along better. I don't need to be sitting in the movie theater and have it blown up by one of these angry motherfuckers just because nobody wanted to listen to their ass. Okay, I'm listening. All right, what? You know? Yeah.
I think the problem is not that no one will listen to them if they try to actually be honest with themselves. I think the real issue is that they can't be honest enough with themselves or us to actually have that conversation. And I would love to be proven wrong. I would love for them to come in here and actually have an intelligent conversation and prove me wrong. The fact that I think that they can't have it.
Right. That would be nice, right? And I would gladly say, like, you know, I was wrong about this person, but I'm not, you know. Yes, you are, you know, like a lonely, sexually deviant widow. Like, you speak it, your languaging spills it, you're dripping it out. So what else am I supposed to call you? Like, for 2 years, these guys, you know, they talk all over my clothes. They talk over borderline, you know, say they want to rape everybody in my freaking family, you know, and not once have I returned those same sentiments, because it's just not in me to do it, you know. So
just try them crackers. It's good.
They're honestly, you know, they're speaking their truth. You know, that's their damn truth. Like, this, I don't. You need what do you want? You know, what do you want? How do you want help for this?
Right.
You know, where
Help
does
me,
this help from? Help me help you. Yes, help me help you.
Help me help you. Help me understand what you need so that we can end this whole unhealthy relationship that we are experiencing right now.
Yes.
Yes.
Very, very unhealthy.
So yeah, so this, get this out of my chest right now.
Uh-huh.
Alright, first off, like, I really would have mad respect for, Afro Beast and William Smith, because when the time that they did have beef with them, they stayed in the ground, like, everybody up. Like, they didn't lost their cool. They still, like, you know, they didn't got at them like they trying to do to us, flagging our channels for no apparent reason. Well, we should have, like,
The sauce was just bad.
they be doing, like, they trying to, like, you know, trying to get at us, trying to act like we're the bad guys. At the same time,
Yellow dot on the map. Yeah.
Last part cut off. Okay, this one.
oh yeah. So yeah, and then my other thing was like,
Dr.
I
Marvel.
don't
Yeah.
and I don't think that they it's not because they can't do anything to me. It's just that they keep like I keep recently keep talking to like people keep mentioning to me about the same people, you know. And now I saw the videos about they was talking about the people that I'm cool with, and that's the thing I don't tolerate, you know. And I keep debating myself, do I want to do a video about them? But no, I don't.
Right, right. Because it would just attract the negative attention. See, that's a part of my warning. It's like, look, this is why I was saying either ignore this person completely or treat him like the punching bag that he wants to be. Like, get your frustrations out on him because there is not going to be any end to him standing there wanting to get punched. You know, just like a bag hanging there from the ceiling. Just like punch that bag because he's just going to come back for more freaking punching. And if you have like some verbal aggression to exercise, this is a perfect person to do it with because he is not looking for anything but an argument. And there, you know, he was a big old Turtle Face fan, and Turtle Face is like that too. Just like let me just go online and look for a black woman who did something and just start fucking screaming. You know, like it doesn't even matter if what she did was good, bad, or indifferent. I'm just going to start screaming about the actions of some black female today. That's what I'm going to do because I want to fucking scream. And, you know, Sirloin is the same way. You know, he just wants to scream about dicks, so he'll find an excuse to do it, and he'll want to try and make you that excuse. So if you want to just scream at somebody about whatever it is that you want to scream about, he's a wonderful target. But don't expect to take him seriously. Like, don't take him seriously and expect him to take you seriously. Don't expect any conversation or interaction that's going to be sensible out of people like that. Like if that's what you expect, if that's what you're after, if that's what you're looking for, then your mission is futile. It's an exercise of futility. Like you're going to get what you ask for. I'm telling you, you're going to get like pointlessness. This is what I was trying to tell LG before he called Psycho Mayor. I was like, I don't know why you're calling him. Like the conversation won't be sensible. All he's going to do is look for a reason to exploit the conversation in order to make it look like or sound like he's being abused by somebody. Oh, I didn't mean to
Well,
Yeah, and then here's
why don't I was just gonna say, why don't we start telling unsensible things to these guys and start, accusing them of stuff like you caused the Holocaust. That was your fault. You're responsible for 9/11. Like, just start spewing out nonsensical things at these people for nonsensical arguments because that is the nonsensicalness that they're bringing to the table. They're not making any logical arguments for anything. So let's debate them in logic.
That would be your reaction, right? See, your reaction is like sarcasm, just extreme, off the wall sarcasm. That's similar to what I would do. Actually, mine is like a like with like. Like if you call me a bitch, I'll call you a bitch. If you call me ugly, I'll call you ugly. If you call me stupid, I'll call you stupid. What? When is this gonna end? It doesn't matter. Like, where's the proof here? Prove it. Prove I'm stupid. We were saying that one of the first things he said to dude was like, okay, I hear you calling me gay and I hear you calling me stupid, but I don't see any proof of your accusation, so this is a pointless exchange. If you mean to prove that I am all the things that you say that I am, then prove it. Obviously, if you have no proof, then there's no meat, there's no substance to your argument, and this is just stupid. So you want me to just engage in stupid with you? What, you want me to do a little stupid little dance? Like, what do you want? Because this isn't real. Like, you're not being real here. You're not being realistic here. The result that you want is not based on any, like, you're not rooted in reality here. You're in fantasy land where everything that you say is true. Like, you say everybody's gay, like you got a little magic fairy wand. You say everybody's gay, and then you pointed at William, and all of a sudden he's wearing a ball gown, and he's, doing his Raining Men. Like, no, I'm sorry. Like, you're looking at, first of all, dude, you're looking in the mirror and saying these things. Or you need to be looking in the mirror and saying these things. Cause,
really
butt rape, and you're gay, and I rape prisoners, but you're gay. It just don't go together. But,
and he performs reality too, because he likes to fuck dogs and kick them in the ribs. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay, he want to kick a dog in the ribs and then get some, while he's down. Okay, That okay? If that's your deal,
What?
then let's talk about the help that you need. Let's talk about the nearest crisis center. Let's
Can
talk
we?
about the
Can we?
poor freaking soldiers on the boat. Oh, wait, hold on, we're back.
And then, and here's the thing
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
um
So, no, that was SOEC still doing the calls. Like you still go there. Okay. So yes. Anyway, yeah. Some sense needs to be made here because this is getting to point absolutely ridiculous. Like there's an absolutely ridiculous amount. I can take disagreements. I can take normal trolls. I cannot take the damn rampant censorship and the goofiness that the coming into my space. Yeah, I feel like it's like cyber rape, and now you want me to get you. Like you want me to get you, I gotta get you. You know.
I don't think there's a cure for stupidity, man. Like, I mean, I don't think there's a cure for stupid people with some very very small brains and they can't comprehend how intelligent we are. So because we speak intelligent, we are sissies. We speak like pussies. But I don't. It blows my mind how I have to talk like an ignorant asshole to prove that I'm tough.
Right.
It blows my mind.
Right. Like that's not cute. I don't know who told them that was cute. Like who told you that that was a good look? It isn't. Like
Right. It's the
groom is not a
miseducation of the black man to think that he has to talk like that to promote his individuality, to not be part of the white man's social party or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
right.
he feels like he can't be associated with proper English speaking because that's something that white people do. That's not what
Right.
it's a misnomer. That's not what white people do. That's what intelligent, educated people do. They talk in
Right. They
proper
speak
English.
properly according to the language of their land. Whatever language that is. Yeah, they learn the language and they communicate well.
If I
Yeah.
was
It's people.
in Spain, I would speak the Spaniards' language. That would make me a Spanish person. So how does
Right.
English properly make me a white person?
Right.
Like,
That.
It's people like this that constantly. This is what blows my mind. All these people, Kevin Smith, and all these little lame little dogs, constantly attack Tommy Sotomayor because they think he's bullshit. But little do they know they keep constantly proving the man right. When he said
Yeah.
black men, when he think about it, whether you
that's
disagree or not, whether you disagree or whether you like
Oh
Tommy or
no, I
not,
have a
when
personal
Tommy,
vendetta with him, so it's like it's different. Like I won't give him a single point for anything because I
that's
have a personal vendetta. But aside from that, I hear what you're saying. What you're saying is that they're not
when
making a
he's
good case for their argument by acting like everything they complain about.
exactly
yeah.
when Tommy said when he said black men ain't worth a shit. At first, of course, I'm gonna get offended, like that's bullshit. Duh, 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 duh. But then when I look at people like LA, when I look at people like Kevin, when I look at people like Black People Awaken, when I look at people like Waterboy, all these people, you're exactly you're giving these people you're giving Tommy Sotomayor. You're giving him, I don't know, you're just making him right. I'm sorry, I didn't try to make you laugh. I need my mic now because this dude's
Man, he is dying over there. Who is that?
this is my cousin Ryan.
Alright.
But you're right though. You are exactly right, sir. You're like this ignorance that these people complain about, these things that these people are wailing against or railing against, is the exact things that they're proving. Like, stop for a second and think about all the negativity you're contributing and how you're actually proving the guy that you can't stand right. Because I
Right.
don't even like Tommy Sotomayor. I've only watched a few of his videos, and I'm like, this person is not for me.
No, he's an
And
unsafe individual. He's unstable. It has nothing to do with his opinions. I don't care. He's welcome to his opinions. I do not fight his right to have an opinion. I, in fact, defend it. I even defend that asshole's right to have an opinion. But He slandered my family. He came out and said that I said things I didn't say. He accused me of doing things I never do. And he hauled off and called my child, who is 9 years old, who was 9 years old at the time, who's 11 now, who is not sexually active, called her slut, slutty child, slut in training, in all these videos just to try to piss me off. See, he's screwy. He's not okay. And he systematically attacks women in order to, you know, I don't know. It's like, I don't know what his reason, his core reason is, but I know that he's just like very angry at his upbringing. He has a serious like vengeance thing about it, and he tries to make money off of that. I don't even have a problem with that. I'm just like, don't touch my goddamn channel. Like I said before, like if you walk up to me and do this, I'm going to break your fucking fingers.
I already get.
I can't shut up.
Maybe his mama's child. Maybe
no,
that's
his
why
mama,
he's
his mother, okay, no, his mother is this, she's a preacher, and, you know, now religion, that's a good chat, too. That's a chat that never ends.
How do you feel about, religion? That is a good.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
how everybody feels about that.
Thought process. But his mother's a preacher, and so that's where he kind of gets his, you know, rise and fall routine from. And now, and this, and that. You know, the timbre that he uses, and the pauses that he takes, and the rhythm that he takes. It's definitely, you know, just a direct preacher model thing. You know, he got his delivery from his mother, but he's completely ungrateful for it. He does not like the woman. My guess is that she's very strict. From the looks of her, she looks like what the ladies down south would call one of the holiness girls. Now, the holiness girls are the sort of, I'm guessing, is it Pentecostal? I forget which branch of Christianity it is, but these are the girls who don't wear makeup. They don't, you know, do anything fancy with the hair. They dress very modestly. They fall out in church. They're damn near snake handlers. You know, they will praise dance for Jesus. They will be really, you know, fervent in their worship and excited and showy in that way. But in dress, you know, they're very modest. It's sort of like, it's a stricter branch of Christianity that I believe that she belonged to. I'm just speculating here, I really am, but I've just been around church folk enough to be able to call this out. She one of them holiness girls. And them holiness people are strict in ways that just don't make any sense. You know, it's oppressive. Now, Turtleface, he has posted on his Facebook page many times about how he's attracted to these big old manly bodybuilder women. He's posted these videos talking about how he's a bitch and he likes to be spooned, and you know, he's talking to people about the foursomes he's had, and you know, he's basically bisexual and grew up in a house where people didn't smile on that. So he's got some twisted issues with humanity, not being able to be himself in an acceptable environment, you know, an environment that said, you know what, you're a little weird kid, but it's okay. You know, like, he didn't get that. He got the, you need to do this, and you need to act like this, and you need to do this, and saith the Lord, instead of a more loving approach. You know, he didn't get, like, the loving God lesson. He got the, like, God's going to ram the Bible up your ass lesson, and that's, like, so, you know, opposite to what Jesus is, you know, Jesus was, like, open, like, get out of the church with that mess, and what's all this money changing? The church isn't supposed to be about that. It was God is love. You're all God's children. We're all God's children. You know, that's the Jesus message. But yeah, the holiness, you know, there are certain branches or certain people, you know, who like take religion and use it as an excuse to be oppressive. So I feel like that's what the environment he grew up in. So he's really resentful of that. And then, you know, look at how, you know, dark he is, and how that has been, like, he's dark, and he has, I call him turtle face because he got fucking turtle face. He looked like Marlo the Ancient One, you know, we don't care. Like, he looks like a damn turtle. So he looks like a turtle no matter what color he is. To me, he looked like a damn turtle. So he's dark, and he has features that are extreme, you know, a big nose, major lips, really buggy eyes, and this is something that can be beautiful on a beautiful person. I don't care. If you're a beautiful person, you're a beautiful person, you know, like, beautiful people, I'm sorry, there's beauty, there's aesthetic, whatever, and then there's real beauty, you know, and a person who looks beautiful can be fucking ugly depending on how they act. So I think he's just maybe got picked on a lot and didn't get the reinforcement. It's not even that, like, you know, Ron Perlman, okay, look at Hellboy, okay, Ron Perlman. Oh God, if his daughter ever sees this video, she's gonna get mad at me because I met her. But he has a face that is crazy, and he plays like creatures because of his face. But that's not a bad thing. He's a beautiful man. He's a cool person. He's an accomplished actor. He's taken those features and made something positive out of them, Turtleface was not encouraged to embrace his features. And he blames his black mama for that. So all black women in the world have to be this negative thing that he has in his mind that is growing up with a black female. I don't know why that is, though. Like, I feel like, so what? Like, you're supposed to be a grown adult. You know, you speak in complete sentences. Don't you understand that maybe your mother was a fucked up person and that you can go to other influences or other people for, you know, encouragement or, you know, companionship, or hear the messages that you want to hear? Like, you can get out from under that impressive environment. Like, people getting fucked up when they're kids really lasts. I'm interested in that too, you know, from a clinical perspective. Like, how do you fix that? You know, somebody that's been through a lot when they're a kid, but they're no longer in that situation, but they're so traumatized that they can't stop acting like they're still in that situation. Like, he acts like he has to defend himself against every black woman he sees, like they're gonna get him, and it, like, that was the first thing I said when I came across him. I'm like, wow, this guy seems angry. He seems like black women are a blob. Like, there's a blob, and they're coming to get him. Like, yeah, like it's a horror film. His whole life is a horror film where black women are all like this collection coming to get him, and that just shouldn't be, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
a lot of it has to do with what you have up here and in here, because you can overcome that kind of pain. And I mean, I'm not saying that, I'm not going to sit here and say that like it's an easy thing to do, but if you have the willpower and the heart to do it, and you know, it also helps to actually be able to speak about it with somebody who can actually help you. Like, if you can do that, then it goes a long way.
Right. It does.
But maybe he just didn't get that.
And see, I feel like, yeah, that was one of the first things that I noticed with him. Like, okay, you need to let some things out. The first video I saw was one where it was called "Black Women Blame Everyone But Themselves," and I saw it on my friend's Facebook stream. I clicked on the video. I watched the video. He had put in a 10-minute clip of the Jeffersons. I'm watching the Jeffersons and like forgetting that there's even a person who put up a video. Then he pops up and he's yelling and screaming. First thing I said was, this is such horseshit, because it was. He was yelling and screaming about what not the problem is. You know, I could see that, like, okay, what's really the problem? It's not black women blame everyone but themselves. That's a lofty, crazy statement. You can't speak on what every black woman in the world does. No one black man represents all black men. No one black woman represents all black women. So you can't say black women blame everyone but themselves. Who is the black woman who was constantly deflecting blame for her own actions that you are speaking about? Who is it? You know, and come to find out, absorbing him over time, it must be his mother. You know, his mother is the majority of his disdain. You know, where it comes from is him feeling like, you know, being in a situation where he had to be oppressed by her behavior. Like, he couldn't do anything about it. Now he's outside of it, and he has to do something about it, but he's doing it in the wrong directions and to the wrong people. And but my thing was still like, you got some shit to get off your chest, dude, and you better be honest about it, or your heart's gonna explode one day. You know, like, there are people who have, oh, you know, not the best habits, but they live a long time because they're happy. You know, there's old ass smokers and old ass drunks. You know, old ass fat folk and old ass crazy people. You know, that are happy. You know, and I have more compassion than they believe I have. You know, even at this point, they've called me every name that you can possibly think of and tried to extend those insults to my family and all of my friends. And I'm still just like, you're in pain, and you're going to continue to be in pain until you acknowledge what's really bothering you.
They call you every name in the book, but these little small-brained, little worthless mutts can't even formulate a proper sentence together. Go back to school. That's all I have to say, man. Go get an education. Go buy a freaking dictionary. These fools probably don't even know what ergo or inevitability means. But nope, they can say bitch and nigga and this, that, and the third all day. People blow my mind.
That does hurt. You know, that does hurt. It does. To be, like I was saying earlier, like, oh my God, like peons insulting you. Like, idiots trying to insult you. Like, no. Like, it doesn't matter. Look, I can be ugly. I can be fat. I can be a bald-headed bitch or whatever, but you're an idiot. Do you know how hard life is going to be for you? if you don't like smarten up, you know, like
I mean, well, where does Kevin Smith works at again? He works on the docks
yeah, he floats on a dinghy and slings shrimp to
with a
sailors. I don't
bunch of
know.
ironically, if you're on a ship like that, is there women? But
There's
There's
spoiled, is
some
he?
cocktails.
right, and yeah, so don't you? The only thing they know about us is we're in our cribs and we play video games. We know so
Right.
much about these guys that it's not even funny.
But that's
And
only a microcosm of what we actually do. That's like a small percentage of what the most of us do. I'm like, me personally, I know I do way more than just sit here and play video games.
right, I go to
My
school.
channel is about
Right.
way more than video games, but that's something that they can take and they can pick on that and they can sit there and make this about that. They can needle that thing to death.
Deflection. Yes.
Exactly. I mean, I mean, it's funny, you know. I gets women, and all he has is a bottle of lotion on that little dock of. Really, it's incredible
That's
how
the
these.
other thing too. The hypocrisy is amazing. It's like you did not just call my girl ugly and your girl looks like Petunia. You did not just call me gay fresh off of saying that you wanted to rape some dude. You did not just sit there and call me anything when I have a dossier of like, okay, I'm sorry, you said you like to eat what? Okay, then you said you did what to whom? I'm sorry, is that your penis? Are you naked in it? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't fuck with you. And you sure can't fuck with me. Because you don't have anything. What do you have?
I got one thing to say about
Whew.
it. Ooh, man. Real
Like,
talk, though.
that's weird. It's insulting. It is. It's an insult to your intelligence when someone who can barely string a sentence together is telling you that you're stupid. Like, no, let's not have that conversation. Let's talk about something else. Why don't you say, I don't know, pick on something else. Say that I'm wasting my time talking to you, because that's the truth. I'm wasting my fucking time talking to you. That's the dumbest shit I've done all day. You know, wasting my time talking to yo dumbass. That's the truth. But you're not about to sit here and say that I'm stupid when you can barely spell it. And you're not about to sit here and speculate on anything that I do with my body when you've already revealed yourself to be using yours as such an instrument of just grossitude. Like you do things that I will never do. Nobody is going to, and this is TMI, but I'm not into anal snacks. I'm not putting my mouth on nobody's butt. Nobody putting their mouth on my butt, because I'm not into that. If I were into that, I wouldn't be ashamed of it, but I wouldn't go broadcasting it on YouTube, especially not where people that I'm picking on or bothering can find it. You know, I'm not going to run around talking about, you know, taking it in the face, you know, if I don't want anybody to say, hey, you said you take it in the face. Like, come on, man. You got to be kidding me here. Like, there's something else here. This is what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like there's something else at the root here. There's something else at the core here. Like, what's up, bro? You don't have any, like, dudes to hang out with because people just get tired of you talking, huh? Isn't that it? Like, you're always talking about shit that you never did, you know, chicks that you've never fucked, you know, things that you've never done. You're always, like, making up stories. And people do not like hanging out with you, and you don't have any boyfriends. And you come on YouTube to try to scout for boyfriends, and the way that you scout for boyfriends is by flashing, going, hey, my dick! You know, hey, you want to hang out with me? And, like, low altitude fell for that shit. I can show you, oh my God, videos of their bromance, like, that started like last summer, you know, or last fall, I think, you know, where a low altitude is calling Kevin on the phone and calling them sissies and calling them names and calling them things, and then, you know, Kevin calls them some sissies, and now they're all in love, you know. It's like when he just really needs a friend.
You hate sissies. I hate sissies too. Let's be fair.
Yes, man.
Oh my goodness.
Let's be fine. We hate Sissy Crew. Oh my God.
What did William say? Like, he loves to talk shit and you love to eat shit. You guys are perfect.
Yeah, you guys are like scissoring together. Oh, scissor. It's just all day long. You are
Man.
perfect for each other. So I'm like, yeah. So they have so they started this little channel called like the Roast Arena, right, or whatever. They have their channel. You're not getting the fact that all these guys that call themselves roasters is that when someone has a roast, the Dean Martin roast or whatever the ones they're doing on Comedy Central, everybody agrees. All the participants agrees. Otherwise, what you're doing is called bullying. When you just go talking shit to somebody that doesn't know you and doesn't know why you're talking shit to them, that's fucking bullying. But okay, you're calling it roasting. Okay, you're just picking targets and roasting. Okay. It's not what it is, but okay.
Right.
But for me, the better roast is when you use the facts. Like, I'm sorry, when like I was like, said and done. Like, you guys, it's said and done. There's nothing else that needs to be said. Said, done. You're toast. There's nothing you can say back. All that they say back is, yes, string of ad hominems. Dick, 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 dick. Pussy, 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 pussy. Rape, 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 rape. Ass, 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 ass. Sissy, 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 sissy. And that's it. Right. That's what you got? That's what you got?
You got. You ain't got nothing. You got nothing. It's like I can sit here and I can come at Kevin Smith with facts. Say, this is what you said at this date. This is what you did. This is what you did when you were off stage in your comedy show. This is what you look like with your kid. This is why your kids don't like you. This is why you're going to be in your job for the rest of your life. And this is why your life is sad. What did he come back with me at? You fat and your girlfriend ugly. Like, first of all, my girlfriend ain't for you. And I don't think she ugly.
It does not even, first of all, it does not even matter what you think about her. And second of all, since when was she offering you shit? As far as she doesn't even know who the fuck you are or care. Right. So what makes you think that your assessment of her looks is going to do anything, or matter in her life? It doesn't. But you want it to, and you think it does. Now that's creepy. That's the creepy shit.
And what's even creepier is he said that about her, and then turned around and told me that he has his eye on her, like he's going to take her away from me. It says she's so weak-willed that as soon as he appears, he's just going to magically take her away from me.
That is what I'm saying. That kind of like lunacy, that loony talk, like, oh, that ugly bitch, that ugly bitch, that ugly bitch. I'm gonna fuck your bitch in the ass. What? Okay, now, see, you're not even making a good case for your arguments. Like, okay, let's just say that my bitch is ugly, and you're going to fuck her in the ass. So you like to fuck ugly bitches in the ass? You're trying to insult me, though, bro. I think you forgot what's going on here. You're trying to insult me. You need to fix that.
Right. I'm gonna need you to fix what you trying to figure out.
You can push the face out and watch the break, and it had all your argument in there, and it's just gone. Like that, this is what I was trying to tell this dude. Like, it's like, okay, you got every insult from me, I got you, but you're still watching my channel. If I repulse you, that means you're gonna go away, right? Oh, you're not going away. Ugh, you keep coming back. Oh, you're back again. Oh God, I thought you didn't like me. Like, do I need to large Marge every video? Do I need to just like open my face up every video and like, because I know what makeup is. I'm very good at putting it on. I could do that if I were trying to be like, like my videos aren't that. I'm not trying to look good to you, because I'm not trying to fuck nobody in YouTube land. Oh. So whether or not I look good is irrelevant to this arena and this discussion, unless my video was called "Do You Think I Look Good?" Do you think I look good? Okay, if that's what it is, then I'm gonna do something.
Other women
and try to look good for you.
Make yourself up, look nice, but you're not. We sit here having a conversation. The words are important, not what's going on here or what's going on here. It's what's coming out of my mouth.
Right. Okay, can you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? No, you can't, because you're too busy looking at what I'm wearing and stuff like that. Kevin had even said something like, oh, if you turn off the video and just watch her lips, it looked like she flirting with us. And I was like,
what?
Okay, So wait, so ugly bitches flirting with you with their lips? If I don't, what do you want? You know, what
Yeah.
do you want? You angry fat bitch. What do you want with your life?
He
What
wants
is it that you
attention.
want?
That's what I think he wants. I think he just wants
Just
attention.
some, just any.
Somebody notice me.
Yeah. It's that bad? Like, is it that bad? He's stuck on that boat too long, man. I guess people started looking at him. You know, they're just like, oh, there he is again. There goes that motherfucker again. Ah. You know, nobody is like, hi, Kevin. You know, that's what he wants. He wants to be like, hi,
Mobile,
Kevin.
Alabama, and find somewhere else to be. I don't know. Just don't come to St.
Like,
Louis.
you can travel. Like, you can travel. Ugh.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, yeah. He's definitely like looking for can put nub in all the wrong places. I don't know what to recommend. You know, but yeah, I'm willing to listen to some truth. I'm not willing to listen to these jerks go back and forth with all of their bullshit. You know, that I'll just meet them with yeah, I'm ugly, you're ugly. I'm stupid, you're stupid. I'm fat, you're fat. I'm a bitch, you're a bitch. I'm broke, you're broke. I'm rich, you're rich. You're like whatever. It's all that. If you really want to like have a real conversation, you know, like we're doing. If you want to have a conversation, I'm open to that. I am not open to taking any of like the silliness seriously though. For that, I'm just gonna exercise being an asshole. I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I've been nice all day, and you want me to be an asshole. I will do that for you. Here you go. Here's a picture of you, you know, stuck on top of the head of a fat guy with big old nipples. You know, here you go. And that's really it. Like I don't need to go too much further than that. Like it's not even like I don't know. It's just it's like for like. It's kind for kind. If you keep on, I can keep on. If you stop, I can stop. But I feel like yeah, there's a deeper mission here. I like what you were talking about with like having some conversations, like starting some real conversations that have to do with real things that people actually really deal with within their community, regardless of anybody trying to pull anybody's black card or you know confirm who is blackier than thou. You know, like disregard blah, 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 whatever. Let's have some real conversations about these issues that we face and the ways that we interact with each other because it's time. Like we have this form, we have this ability. Let's do it.
Right.
You know?
Because it's like if a white man came up to me and came up to Kevin Smith and Kevin Smith talked like how he talked and I talked like how he talked and this white person happened to be a racist, it's not going to matter what I sound like to this person. All he's going to see is the color of my skin.
Right.
So in all perspective, like what is this all really about?
Truly. What is it all really about? Thank you.
As I said, what is your life about?
Life is about driving around in a car with no stops, working on the docks where there's a bunch of men. The man is happy. Let's say this. Really? When we say the man isn't happy, the man is happy with where he's at. He's happy with the fact that he's on a boat with a bunch of men. He's happy at the fact that he got his little boyfriends ready to flag us down, even though our channels are still up. He's happy, you know. And if being an asshole can make you mentally happy, then you deserve to be in a psych ward, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, like, I don't know, man. I was thinking that deep hole is just sounding better and better. You know, like, do we just roll up in a paddy wagon and just
there's a couple
throw a hug me jacket on them and just
there's a couple of sinkholes we can toss them in somewhere in this country.
I bet you, right?
We can talk. We can tie these LA up together and just toss them in the sinkhole. They can be together for their last moments.
Yes, you know that's what they want. Good. I mean, oh God, I cannot tell you. You know, LA. Since I've known of him on YouTube, he came at my channel. He subscribed to my channel because he was messy and trying to dig in the turtle face conflict. So he was just being nosy and he talked some shit. And, you know, because I don't think that what he has to say is wonderful, now I'm supposed to be this horrible person. But he is constantly, like, trying to get somebody on his side, you know, or to say, like, me and so-and-so are going to whoop your ass, or me and blah-blah are going to kick your ass, or me and this other person are going to whoop you, or me and so-and-so, me and so-and-so. You know, he really wants a buddy, you know. He really wants a buddy. So, yeah, throw them in the hole together, and they could just talk about dicks until they die.
That was there. They can talk to niggas when they die till they hit the ground. So they can be falling in the sky like, that Will Smith is a bitch. Like, okay, motherfucker, give a fuck. When you about to die, like, you go ahead, talk as much shit as you want to.
Go ahead. Bye.
Go ahead. My goodness.
Okay. Well, let's see, guys. This has been an hour and 14. I guess I'll go ahead and get ready to do this thing. If I don't get in the shower and start putting on my makeup right now, I will not go out tonight. I will stay here. I got to go out and support my friend's club. Trade 1 year anniversary. So I'm going to do this again. I can't say when. I'm just going to spontaneously just pick a point every day, do a little hangout, talk this shit until it gets dealt with, and do some updates on what I hear and what I know and what's going on. And
as long as I'm not working, I'm up for doing these hangouts. Like, this was fun.
Cool.
Sorry,
I appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate you. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you, William Smith, Prince Drizzy Dre, and of course, Mr. Afrobeats. Thank you so much for hanging out with the Crazy Genie. And I'm sorry that you guys are all being accused of not having your own brains, or desires, or thoughts, or abilities to defend yourself, regardless of me and my existence on Earth. So sorry that you're being connected with me just because people that I also disagree with can't handle the fact that you can defend yourself, so they have to try and pull and reach for everything. Oh no, it can't be that you just whooped my ass. It's that Genie told you to whoop my ass. Either way, your ass is whooped.
I went rogue on this. I'm the one who made a video talking smack towards Kevin. I'm the one who made videos owning him in Google Hangout 2 times. I'm the one who made the videos owning these guys. All of a sudden, when he got to his SAG team ready to flag us, then all of a sudden he's hard. I said 2 things. I gave him my address, 1606 Upton Avenue, North Minneapolis. Y'all know where I be at. Okay?
I'm glad you did that.
It's funny when you said that. You were like, oh, North Minneapolis, cool. That's Princeville. Isn't Prince from North Minneapolis or Minneapolis somewhere or something? I was just trying to, I was wonder if I'm ever in the neighborhood. I should come and visit, okay? I'm thinking about visiting, bring a little meat, throw something on the grill. What about you? You got all this shit to talk.
That's what's up. You can come down to my place sometime. Kevin Smith already got my address, apparently. He got the address for me and my girl. So instead of being I'm gonna call him out directly, because I know he's probably watching this hangout right now. He's probably sitting there steaming.
He
is. Probably. I'm gonna tell you right now, Kevin Smith, I'm not afraid of you. I know that if you were even to ever plan on coming to St. Louis to come see me, because that's where I live, St. Louis, Missouri. I'm not hiding from you, dude. If you want to come see me, don't come see my girl. Come see me. You know where I'm at. You got my address. Come see me.
Right.
LA and Kevin, I dare you to do this. I dare you. Make a video and do the same thing we're doing. You have our addresses. I want to know your address. And if you don't make this is a challenge. If I don't see your address, it is, because if you're beefing to this point, you're the one driving around with nowhere to go. Drive up here, name the time, name the place. I promised on my father's grave, I will be there.
Right, they're afraid,
I
they're
will
afraid.
say it
And that's why they're trying to flag and censor too. It's it's fear, it's fear. It's oh really, I'm a bitch, and I play games, and I play video games, and I'm this little nerd and stuff.
This is hilarious.
Afraid of me, okay, is what's going on here.
This is hilarious. This is how we're not sissies. Number one, do you want to know how they expose us? This LA cracked me up when he did this. He took a phone, let's pretend this is a phone, and he held it to a microphone and basically played my audio of what I said. I told him he can go fuck himself. I have the balls to take your video and put it in my video, and the video's still up. So who's really the sissy?
Right.
I'm getting revenue.
Get out of here with that.
I am getting revenue. I'm getting revenue from your content. Make a video and put your address on there, and I promise you.
Turtleface punked him in that manner too. Turtleface snatched his video and then put it back up, and then hit him with DCMA for his own damn content. Listen, Low Aptitude has put up videos crying. Dude, you are shedding tears on YouTube. You're unstable. You know, if anybody, you're unstable. You're upset about your own sissifiedness that you be trying to hide from, you know, and it's just like, it's just bubbling over and brimming to the surface. And you have to try and point at everybody else and say that they're all sissies. But no, no. You're a little sweetness short yourself.
Making videos calling everybody else sissies when you're the one rocking band-aids. You look at me and I never had, none of us ever had a single band-aid on us. Go do this. Do me a favor. Go watch the movie The Karate Kid, and maybe Jaden can teach you a thing or two how to fight. Because if a little kid can fight, and you can't fight, then that's saying something. You better go take that. You better go take that doc work and go buy you some karate lessons.
They can't fight. All they can do is yell, you know? Like, no, they can't. They can't fight.
We box
all they
around.
Can do is yell. You know, that's why, like, even like, for instance, you know, JT Riley Group, like they can't match in even like a comment section, like they can't match wits. They certainly can't fight in that way. They're not willing to go whoop anybody's ass because people have already called them on that. They ain't showed up. Sitting there crying on camera, yelling and screaming and spitting and choking, and everybody else is a sissy.
Yeah, I just got nothing to do.
Cool story, bro.
I need something to do. I need something to do.
Yeah.
Why don't y'all do some volunteer work? I mean,
ain't nothing to do.
Go do what? Y'all got nothing to do. Like, y'all need to go find something to do. Need you go read a book.
It's like we did not sign up for the Give Us Something to Do club. Like, I really do have too much. You have plenty to do. I have plenty to do. Please, you know, like, I'm not looking for something to do. I came to YouTube with something to do, you know, and I'm doing it. You know, so like, regardless of whether or not you're here, bro, I'm gonna be here. So that's what you're not understanding about this,
like,
this relationship that you built in your head.
I'm so worried that he's gonna flag down my channel with all his fake accounts. No, I'm not.
No, I don't think so.
Ain't nobody selecting you. Neither one of y'all. Good.
No, not today. Not tomorrow.
Nope.
All right, gentlemen. Thank you so much. I'm going to go shower and put on makeup and stuff and go out and party with my friends. I'll do some video. Eventually, I post up videos, you know, that even if it's 2 years later of stuff that I've done. So, you know, post up what I'm doing tonight. Looking forward to checking out some more beats, some more Sonic. All right, some more Prince Jersey Dre coming at you. I'm going to check out what you're talking about with LeBron. And, yeah, you guys, I'll hit you up. I'll hit everybody up sometime tomorrow and see what you are up to. And thank you for joining me on my first live hangout. Peace out.
All right.